Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln penny coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we are talking about a small coin with a very big story, the United States of America Lincoln 1 cent from the year 2009, the professional life design. This penny was released to honor the 200th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, and it is not just pocket change, it is a piece of American history you can actually hold in your hand. When this coin was introduced, collectors and everyday people both stopped to look twice, because the design itself speaks about ambition, learning, and leadership. On the front we still see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, strong and calm, a face that has watched over American coins for generations. But turn it over and the story changes. The professional life reverse shows Lincoln standing proudly in front of the Illinois state capitol. This image represents the years when Lincoln built his career as a lawyer and statesman, long before he became president. It reminds collectors that greatness is not born overnight, it is built step by step through hard work and determination. What makes the 2009 professional life penny truly interesting for collectors is its place in the special Lincoln Bicentennial series. Only this year had 4 different reverse designs, and that alone makes many people want to complete the full set. But beyond the design, there are varieties and errors that turn an ordinary-looking cent into a valuable treasure. Some coins were struck with doubled dies, where letters and details appear doubled under magnification. Others show off center strikes, broad strikes, or even wrong planchet errors, where the coin was struck on the wrong metal. These mistakes happened at the mint, and they are the kind of surprises collectors dream about finding. Condition also plays a huge role. A worn coin from circulation tells a story of everyday life, but a sharp uncirculated example with full details and original luster can stand out in a collection. Proof versions struck in San Francisco were made especially for collectors, with mirror-like fields and frosted details, and these are admired for their beauty and careful craftsmanship. If you love coins, listen carefully, because this is one of those pennies that teaches patience and knowledge. Many people ignore modern cents, but experienced collectors know that modern errors and special issues can become stars of the market. Searching rolls, checking old collections, or even examining your change can turn into an exciting hunt. Now let us talk about value, because this is what everyone waits for. In today's real market, a regular circulated 2009 professional life penny is usually worth 1 cent. Uncirculated examples often sell for a few cents to around $1. Proof versions commonly sell for a few dollars. However, rare error coins and major varieties have sold at auction for hundreds of dollars, and in extreme cases, exceptional errors have reached prices in the thousands of dollars. Top 2, we are diving into a small coin with a big story, a coin that many people have seen, spent, or even ignored, but collectors know it can hide surprising value. Today we are talking about the United States of America Lincoln penny 1 cent from 1981. At first glance, this penny looks ordinary. Abraham Lincoln's calm portrait on the front, the familiar words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1981. On the back, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, a design that defined American pennies for decades. But behind this common look, the 1981 Lincoln cent holds secrets that make coin lovers listen very carefully. This year is special because the United States Mint was still striking pennies mostly in copper. These coins contain a high percentage of copper, giving them a richer weight and sound compared to modern zinc cents. Collectors often prefer these copper pennies, especially when they are found in clean, uncirculated condition with full original red color. Now let's talk about what really makes the 1981 penny exciting, the varieties and mint errors. This coin was produced at different mints, and sharp-eyed collectors search for strong strike details, clear lettering, and well-defined memorial steps. Coins with weak strikes are common, but sharply struck examples are far more desirable. Mint errors are where the real magic happens. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, can dramatically increase interest. Double die errors, especially on Lincoln's face or the date, create a doubled appearance that collectors love. Clipped planchets, where a piece of the coin is missing due to a minting mistake, also turn an ordinary penny into a rare collectible. Even wrong planchet errors, where the coin is struck on the wrong metal, can be extremely valuable. Condition is everything. A worn penny from circulation may be worth very little, but a flawless coin with no scratches, strong luster, and original shine can stand out in the market. Professional grading can further increase confidence and demand among serious collectors. For coin lovers, the 1981 Lincoln penny is a reminder that treasure can hide in plain sight. A simple 1-cent coin can carry history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. So next time you see an old penny, don't rush to spend it. Take a closer look, because you might be holding a small piece of American numismatic excitement. Now let's talk about value. A normal circulated 1981 Lincoln penny is worth only face value. An uncirculated copper penny can be worth a few cents to a few dollars in the real market. High-grade examples with strong red color can sell for several dollars. Rare error coins and top-condition graded pieces have reached prices of hundreds of dollars at auction, and in exceptional cases, values have gone into the range of thousands of dollars. Top 3. We are taking a deep look at a coin that almost everyone has seen, but very few truly understand. The United States of America Lincoln penny 1 cent from 1989. At first glance it looks ordinary, something you may have held hundreds of times. But for collectors, this penny can be a quiet treasure hiding in plain sight. The 1989 Lincoln cent represents a late era of the classic Lincoln Memorial design. By this time, the penny was already part of daily American life, passing through millions of hands, carrying stories from gas stations, grocery stores, and childhood piggy banks. Yet inside this everyday coin lies a world of details that collectors study very carefully. What makes this penny interesting is not just its age, but how it was made. In 1989, pennies were struck in huge numbers, but not all of them came out perfect. Some coins were struck slightly off-center, making Lincoln's portrait appear shifted. Others show double details, especially in the words on the front of the coin and the date. When letters look thicker or shadowed, collectors know they might be looking at a double die variety. Another exciting area is mint errors. Some 1989 pennies were struck on the wrong planchet, creating unusual weight and color. There are also coins with cracks running through the design, caused by damaged dies. These cracks can look like raised lines crossing Lincoln's face or the memorial building, and each one is unique. Coins like this are not mistakes to collectors, they are prized features. Condition plays a massive role in value. A penny that circulated for years, losing its shine and detail, will never compete with one that was pulled from a roll and protected. Uncirculated examples with bright original color, sharp edges, and full detail on Lincoln's hair and the memorial columns are highly desirable. Collectors especially love coins that look as if they were struck yesterday. This penny is also popular because it is accessible. New collectors can search rolls, old jars, or inherited collections without spending much money. That hunt, that moment of discovery, is what makes coin collecting addictive. Every 1989 penny could be common, or it could be something special. So if you love coins, history, and the thrill of finding value where others see nothing, pay attention to this humble cent. Take your time, examine every detail, and enjoy the search. Now let's talk about worth. In normal circulated condition, the real market value is usually just face value. In uncirculated condition, market prices are often a few dollars. Coins with strong mint errors or high professional grades have reached auction values from several tens of dollars to a few $100s, depending on rarity and condition. Top 4. We are stepping back into American history with a coin that many people overlook but collectors never ignore. The United States of America Lincoln penny 1 cent from 1967. This coin comes from a very unique time in U.S. minting history, a time when demand for coins was high and quality quietly became a challenge. That is exactly why this penny deserves your full attention. The 1967 Lincoln cent features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. It may look familiar, but this year holds special meaning. During the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint removed mint marks to discourage coin hoarding. That means every 1967 penny has no mint mark, no matter where it was produced. For collectors, This already makes the year interesting and historically important. Now let's talk about what truly excites coin lovers. Errors and varieties. Because these pennies were struck in massive numbers and under pressure to meet demand, mistakes happened. Some coins show doubled lettering in the date or the words on the coin. Others display weak strikes where Lincoln's hair or the memorial columns look soft and faded. These details matter, because collectors look for strength and clarity in design. Die cracks are another exciting feature. You may see raised lines running across the coin, sometimes through Lincoln's face or across the memorial. These cracks were caused by worn or damaged dies, and no two look exactly the same. Off-center strikes are also known for this year, where the design is shifted, creating a dramatic and collectible appearance. Metal quality also adds interest. 1967 pennies were struck in a period when alloy consistency sometimes varied. Some coins show unusual toning or color, making them stand out from normal brown cents. Bright red examples with full original luster are especially desirable, because most coins from this era entered circulation quickly. For collectors, the joy of this penny is the hunt. It can be found in old collections, rolls, or even inherited jars of coins. The challenge is spotting the difference between common and special. One small detail can turn an ordinary cent into a collector's prize. This coin tells a story of America under pressure, of a mint working non-stop, and of tiny imperfections that became treasures. If you love coins, slow down, examine closely, and enjoy every discovery. Now let's talk about value. In circulated condition, the real market price is usually only face value. In uncirculated condition, market prices commonly range from a few dollars to several dollars. Pennies with strong errors, rare varieties, or top professional grades have achieved auction values from several tens of dollars to a few $100s, depending on condition and rarity. Top 5. We are diving into a coin that might look ordinary to most, but to collectors, it holds hidden stories and rare surprises. The United States of America Lincoln Penny 1 cent from 1979. At first glance, it may seem like any penny, small and copper-colored, yet this year holds some fascinating features that make collectors lean in closer. This coin is part of the classic Lincoln Memorial series, showing Abraham Lincoln on the front and the iconic memorial on the back. A design beloved for decades. The 1979 penny is interesting because of its production and the tiny quirks that occurred in the mint. Millions were struck that year, but not all pennies were created equal. Some coins reveal doubling in the date or the lettering, known as double die errors, which can make a regular penny into a rare collector's item. Look closely at the word Liberty and the year. Any doubling can significantly increase value. Off-center strikes are another exciting variation. Sometimes Lincoln's portrait or the memorial on the back appears slightly shifted from its normal position. These off-center pennies are sought after because each one is unique and no two shifts are exactly the same. Even small misalignments can make a coin stand out in a collection. Die cracks and planchet errors also appear in some 1979 pennies. Tiny raised lines across Lincoln's face, the lettering, or the memorial are caused by cracks in the dies used at the mint. Some pennies were struck on imperfect planchets, resulting in coins with unusual weight, thickness, or surface texture. These errors tell a story of the minting process and make each coin a miniature piece of history. Condition is crucial for collectors. Circulated pennies may be worn and dull, but an uncirculated coin with bright copper color, sharp detail in Lincoln's hair, the memorial, and clean edges can be far more valuable. Coins that retain their original luster and have no scratches or discoloration are particularly prized by serious collectors. What makes the 1979 penny truly special is the hunt. Rolling through old coin rolls, inspecting change in your pocket, or checking inherited collections can lead to discoveries. One small penny could turn out to be a rare find, sparking excitement and making the search addictive. For collectors, the thrill lies not just in ownership, but in the story every penny tells. Now let's talk about value. In everyday circulated condition, the real market price is usually only face value. In uncirculated condition, the market price generally ranges from a few dollars to several dollars. Pennies with significant errors, strong double dies, or top professional grades have been sold at auction for values ranging from several tens of dollars to a few $100s, depending on rarity and condition. Top 6. We are exploring a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but holds fascinating secrets for collectors. The United States of America Lincoln Penny 1 cent from 1975. This coin is part of the iconic Lincoln Memorial series, featuring Abraham Lincoln's thoughtful portrait on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. While it was an everyday coin for millions of Americans, in the hands of collectors, the 1975 penny can become a rare treasure, full of hidden stories and subtle surprises. What makes this penny so intriguing is the details that appear when you look closely. Millions were struck in 1975, yet not every coin came out perfect. Some of the pennies from this year show double die errors. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once in slightly different positions, making letters or numbers appear doubled. The words "Liberty" and the date are often the first places collectors check. A clear double die penny can dramatically increase the coin's desirability and value. Another fascinating feature is off-center strikes. Occasionally, Lincoln's portrait or the memorial on the reverse appears slightly shifted, creating a coin that looks misaligned but becomes highly collectible. Each off-center penny is unique, making them exciting finds for anyone who enjoys the thrill of discovery. Die cracks and planchet imperfections are also found in some 1975 pennies. Tiny raised lines can appear across Lincoln's face, the lettering, or the memorial, caused by cracked or damaged dies during minting. Planchet errors, such as wrong thickness or metal composition, occasionally occur as well. These errors are considered lucky finds by collectors because they tell a story about the minting process and the quirks of mass production. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. Circulated pennies often show wear, scratches, or loss of detail, reducing their value. Uncirculated coins, however, with bright original copper color, crisp details on Lincoln's hair, the memorial, and sharp edges, are highly prized. Collectors especially look for coins that retain their original luster, free from tarnish or marks, as these are considered the most valuable. The 1975 penny is not only about rarity, it's about the hunt. Digging through coin rolls, checking old collections, or inspecting change in jars can lead to unexpected discoveries. One ordinary-looking penny can hide features that make it a special addition to any collection. That thrill of discovery, combined with the historical charm of the coin, makes 1975 pennies exciting for both new and experienced collectors. Now let's talk about value. In circulated condition, the real market price is typically only face value. In uncirculated condition, market prices usually range from a few dollars to several dollars. Pennies with significant errors, clear double dies, or top professional grades have been sold at auction for values ranging from several tens of dollars to a few $100s, depending on rarity, condition, and collector demand. Top 7, and last rare coin. We are diving into a coin that looks ordinary but has hidden stories that make collectors excited. The United States of America Lincoln Penny 1 cent from 1982. On the surface, it may seem like just another penny, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But this year is full of unique characteristics, errors, and variations that can turn a simple coin into a collector's treasure. 1982 was a transitional year for the Lincoln cent. During this year, the U.S. Mint switched from the traditional 95% copper composition to a mostly zinc planchet with only a thin copper coating. This means that some coins from this year are heavier and reddish, while others are lighter and have a more silvery appearance inside if they are worn or damaged. This dual metal situation makes 1982 pennies particularly interesting to collectors. Errors and varieties are where the excitement really begins. Some coins show double dies, especially in the date or the word "Liberty," which gives the letters a shadowed or slightly duplicated look. Off-center strikes are another fascinating feature, where Lincoln's portrait or the memorial appears shifted from the center. These misaligned coins are highly sought after because each one is unique, and no two shifts are exactly the same. Die cracks are also common in this era. Tiny raised lines running across Lincoln's face, the lettering, or the memorial are caused by cracked dies during production. Each crack is unique, making every coin a small, one-of-a-kind story. Planchet imperfections, like missing metal, unusual thickness, or strange surface textures, also occur in some 1982 pennies, adding to their intrigue. Collectors are drawn to these small flaws because they make the coin historically and visually unique. Condition plays a huge role in value. A circulated penny may have wear and scratches, but uncirculated examples are bright, with sharp details on Lincoln's hair, the memorial, and the lettering. Coins that maintain their original luster and show no damage are especially prized. Many collectors recommend examining every 1982 penny closely, because even small details can indicate rarity. This coin is not just about monetary value, it's about the thrill of discovery. Rolling through old coins, inspecting inherited collections, or even finding one in loose change could reveal a rare variety. That moment of spotting a double die or off-center strike is what makes coin collecting exciting. Now, talking about value, in circulated condition, the real market price is usually only face value. Uncirculated coins often range from a few dollars to several dollars. Coins with strong errors, rare varieties, or top professional grades have sold at auction for prices ranging from several tens of dollars to a few $100s, depending on condition and rarity. If you enjoyed exploring the fascinating world of the 1982 Lincoln penny with me, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into coins that are small in size but big in history, value, and excitement.